Hi guys, so good morning and welcome back to my magical world. It's me, Frostbite Goddess, your favorite celebrity here in the Philippines. It's 4:32 in the morning right now. Today's Saturday, April 15, yan, 2025. So, maaga tayo nagising guys. I woke up like 2 something before 3 a.m. And why? Bakit ang aga natin gumising? That I do not understand. Kasi I'm actually really tired yesterday. So, aga natin nagising today. So, anyways, let's continue reading. We are on to page 195 and 196 of the book Mastery. So, sana tama tong pinagbabasa natin. So, in the end, the ability to alter our perspective is a function of our imagination. We have to learn how to imagine more. We have to learn how to imagine more possibilities than we generally consider, being as loose and radical with this process as we can. This pertains as much to inventors and business people as it does to artists. Look at the case of Henry Ford, a highly creative thinker in his own right. In the early stages of the manufacturing of automobiles, Henry Ford imagined a whole different kind of business that existed at the time. We wanted to mass produce the automobile, helping to create the consumer culture he felt was coming. But the man in his factories would average some 12 and a half to manufacture a single automobile, which was far too slow to achieve the goal. I'm trying to finish one of the K-drama lately. Yung yung trending, yung Tangerine Chuchu guys. Basta yun. So, it's raining outside right now. I don't know why, but I like it. So, yan. Sana lumakas pa siya. So, one day, trying to think of ways to speed up production, Ford watched his men at work as they scrambled around as fast as they could to assemble an automobile as it stood still on a platform. Ford did not focus on the tools that could be improved or how to get the men to move faster or the need to hire more workers. The kinds of small changes that would not have altered the dynamic enough for mass production. So, yan. Instead, he imagined something completely different. In his mind, he suddenly saw the cars moving and the men standing still, each worker doing a small portion of the job as the car moved from position to position. Within days, he tried this out and realized what he was on to. By the time it was fully instituted in 1914, the Ford factory could now produce a car in 90 minutes. Taray, 90 minutes. So that is approximately 24 60 minutes. Oh, isang oras and something, right? So, over the years, he would speed up this miraculous saving of time. So, as you work to free up your mind and give it power to alter its perspective, remember the following. The emotions we experience at any time have an inordinate influence on how we perceive the world. If we feel afraid, we tend to see more of the potential dangers in some action. If we feel particularly bold, we tend to ignore the potential risk. What you must do then is not only alter your mental perspective, but reverse your emotional one as well. For instance, if you are experiencing a lot of resistance and setbacks in your work, try to see this as in fact Try to see this as, in fact, something that is quite positive and productive. These difficulties will make you tougher and more aware of the flaws you need to correct. So when physical exercise, resistance is a way to make the body stronger, and it is the same with the mind. Play a similar reversal on good fortune, seeing the potential dangers of becoming soft, addicted to attention, and so forth. This reversal will free up the mind to see more possibilities, which will affect what you do. If you see setbacks as opportunities, you are more likely to make that a reality. So it's really hard to make you realize, guys. Like for me, in my life's experiences, there's a lot of setbacks. Like parang 7 steps forward and 4 steps backward, something like that. So I don't know how to make it, I mean, on how you would understand those kind of setbacks. So sana for my viewers, learn to be really patient. Ang hirap, I mean, you can manifest anything, of course you can, but diba, for you to hindi ka naman agad pro or like an expert into something, or again, we have so-called divine timing or timing, diba? So I hope you find the flow that you need. So in life overall, kasi ako, I'm no longer finding the flow. I'm carving the path. I'm so annoyed, guys, lately. Anyways, so we have here subtopic letter E, revert to primal forms of intelligence. So as discussed in the introduction, our most primitive ancestors developed various forms of intelligence that predated the invention of language, which aided them in the harsh struggle for survival. They thought mostly in terms of visual images and become highly adept at noticing patterns and discerning important details in their environment. Roaming over vast spaces, they developed the ability to think spatially and learned how to orient themselves in varied landscapes, using landmarks and the position of the sun. And they were able to think in mechanical terms and become supremely skilled at coordinating the hand and eye in making things. With the invention of language, the intellectual powers of our ancestors were vastly enhanced. Thinking in words, they could imagine more possibilities in the world around them, which they could then communicate and act on. The human brain thus developed along these evolutionary lines as multi-use, immensely flexible instrument that is able to think on various levels, combining many forms of intelligence with all of the senses, but some were along the way a problem developed. We slowly lost our previous flexibility and became rarely dependent on words for our thinking. And so in the process, we lost our connection to the senses, sight, smell, touch, that once played such a vital role in our intelligence. So language is a system largely designed for social communication. It is based on conventions that everyone can agree upon. It is somewhat rigid and stable so that it allows us to communicate with minimum friction. But when it comes to the incredible complexity and fluidity of life, it can often fail us. Okay lang kayo, guys. So, the grammar of language locks us into certain forms of logic and ways of thinking. As the writer Sidney Hook put it, when Aristotle drew up his table of categories, which to him represented the grammar of existence, he was really projecting the grammar of the Greek language in the cosmos. So remember we have studied like a lot of this diba, Greek, um, Greek languages, not necessarily Greek languages, but Greek mythologies or the history of the Greeks, diba, where um, it it starts there. Parang most of the time, we don't know exactly, syempre, diba? Truths beyond truths. I mean, the facts are harder to dig more than you can imagine. Or sometimes it's right in front of your face, but you just can't accept it. So, yung ganun. Um, in the last few hundred years, with the rapid development of the sciences, technology, and the arts, we humans have had to use our brains to solve increasingly complex problems, and those who are truly creative have developed the ability to think beyond language, to access the lower chambers of consciousness, to revert to the primal forms of intelligence that serve us for millions of years. We're done na, guys. Supposed to read this to you, but natulog agad ako yesterday kasi, again, I'm tired. So, dami na naman kasing, errands. Anyways, yan. So, mag-update lang ako ng many things from this day and so forth. Marami akong asikasuhin, my gosh. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna see you again. And hopefully, you are doing well in life. And lahat kayo. And you are doing exactly what you are meant here to do. I mean, you're more aligned with your purpose and your where you need to be. Okay? So I want to thank you, all of you, for always watching my videos here on YouTube and here in my channel. And we're just, we're just doing the best we can every day. I mean, you don't need to be like your 100% best in a day. Pero, my God, feeling ko, kanina, like, basta guys, wag na natin, sa susunod na. Okay, yan, good night. I think I'm going back to sleep.